A misdemeanor traffic stop turns into a deadly shooting.
And tonight, police revealing the driver ignored an officer's order, then knocked into the officer with his car, and that's when the man behind the wheel was shot. UC police releasing this information just moments ago. Our Tom McKee is live on your side tonight with these new developments. Tom?
Well, I want to point out that everything right now is very, very preliminary because investigators have not talked to Officer Ray Tenzing because he exercised his right not to make a statement for 24 to 48 hours after this incident. But when he does speak, his words are going to be compared against the body camera video that he was wearing at the time of this incident.
It was at the intersection of Rice and Valencia Streets where 43-year-old Sam DuBose was shot once in the head by UC officer Ray Tenzing. But it began at the traffic stop at Vine and McMillan Streets, just on the UC border with the city of Cincinnati. That's according to UC Police Chief Jason Goodrich.
He noticed that the vehicle driven by Mr. DuBose did not have a front license plate. Officer Tenzing then began to follow Mr. DuBose and ran a query to check for vehicle registration and pending warrants.
The DuBose vehicle was finally stopped on Rice Street, and he was asked multiple times to produce a driver's license. Instead, he tries to hand the officer a bottle of alcohol.
When Mr. DuBose did not produce a driver's license, Officer Tenzing asked him to exit the vehicle. At this point, from what we can tell, a struggle then ensued. Officer Tenzing fired one shot from his duty weapon and was knocked to the ground. The vehicle continued in motion down Rice Street to the intersection of Rice and Valencia, where it came to rest.
Cincinnati police investigators are handling the case, and Assistant Chief Jim Whalen says the scene and car have been processed, but not body cam video and officer statements.
We did obtain video footage both from the officers' body cams as well as canvassing for video along the way. We're still reviewing that video. We're still processing it. We're trying to enhance it to the degree that we can. And we're awaiting the completion of those interviews before I can really give an investigative result.
I asked whether any sort of weapon was found on DuBose or in his car.
We have not yet been able to speak to the officers, but to the best of my knowledge, no.
Family members of DuBose quietly listened to what was said and told me afterwards they still have lots of questions.
Now, court records that we checked indicate that DuBose has been stopped 13 prior times for driving a vehicle with a license plate not properly displayed. Now, coming up new at 6, those family members who listen in weigh in on what they heard, and react to it. Tom McKee, 9 on your side, live at the University of Cincinnati.